A new part of MLB The Show 22 is the new featured program in Diamond Dynasty. Imagine what Team Affinity used to be in MLB The Show past, but into an inning program structure. So now you only have a limited amount of time and you complete these programs by getting XP. A lot of people have been looking for the ways to get this XP, and I'm gonna give you all of those ways today. Let's go through this program, understand how it works so we could see how we get cards, and overall, see how we could complete it. First, let's explain how the program is structured in case you are confused. There are a metric ton of packs in this program. We got some gold flashbacks. We have the face of the franchise cards everyone wants. So I'm going to describe to you very quickly. These gold AL and NL flashbacks are going to be very valuable. First of all, good starter cards for your team. So if you don't have many players, you can throw them on there. You can complete these missions here with these legend flashback cards, which is valuable to getting more XP. Then you could get the face of the franchise cards, and there are 12 of them you could get directly for free. 6 of them are available in no sell packs, and these aren't choice packs, they're random, so it's kind of a dice roll and you got to get whoever you get. But you know, getting 6 free cards is a solid start. And then if you did want anyone in specific, you could go back and get this choice pack for the next 6 packs for each division, and you could even sell this player if you want to. But at the end of the day, with the structure, you can't get all 30 directly in the program. If you want to get more, at least as of right now, you have to go out in the market and buy them. And I would guess there is going to be a lot of packs dropped after the fact, and I would assume these cards become really easy to acquire at some point pretty soon, but that is just speculation at this point. And now, in order to get our XP, there are a lot of things you can do. You see we have our tasks down here to give you individual things to do. You have collections where you collect cards, sometimes cards you get for completing programs. You have exchanges where you trade in cards. You have your showdowns, which is basically just playing versus the CPU. We have our moments and missions, and then we have our daily moments, which are going to be adding 1 a day. So there's a good amount of ways to get XP just at these individual tasks, but there's even more XP in the individual modes in the game, which we'll cover here very soon. So now that we know how the program works, how are we going to work to complete this program? Obviously, there's a lot of XP to get. Everyone is going to be rushing to the gate to get these cards. So what are we going to do to get a hold of these cards right now? First, let's focus on the individual tasks. This is going to be a good starter point, especially when you're first hopping on. You don't have many players, so you could do these things and get some good starter XP. So the daily moments, you get 1,000 XP per moment, it seems. Then you have your featured program moments. There are 30 of these, giving you 15,000 XP. You have your missions, which you could get with those gold flashbacks like I mentioned. These are just parallel XP missions, so you just got to use them. So you can even use them online if you want to. I don't recommend it, but you know, you could do these in conquest and mini seasons and offline as well. You can collect cards, and for the collection, the main one we have right now is the gold Babe Ruth. You get him for completing the starter program, which is in the other program section here, and it's a very straightforward program. Very simple. You have a very easy exchange, collection, moments, and some missions you can complete, and this is just playing the game. So you do the accumulation of these things that you can do right away. The showdown, the collection from the starter program when you complete that, the missions for these flashbacks when you get them, the moments, and then the daily moments. This will get you a solid amount of XP in the program. I will say they're also going to be adding to this, so keep an eye out on other moments you could do, other player programs, or anything added to this that can give you progress. This will be the most straightforward way of getting XP for the program. The downside is you don't always get secondary stuff with it. You know, you only get XP for the daily moments here. You only get XP for doing the face of the franchise moments, so not the most productive thing to do ever, but if you're trying to complete this program, you really should do that if you're trying to get them face of the franchise cards. Now that we did our basic test, it's not going to give you all the XP. You're going to have to get a lot of XP by just playing the game. So now you have a lot of options in what you want to do. You can go into single player modes if you're not confident in where your team is. Play some Conquest. I hear Conquest is nice and quick this year. I'll also make a tutorial on how to beat the mode in case you are confused. But you have the USA map. You have these extra maps you can do off the rip and get some XP for doing the goals there. You have mini seasons, which is a new mode, which is basically just playing versus CPU, and it is a lot of games, and again, these goals give you a solid amount of XP. And then we have our 3 online modes: ranked seasons, battle royale, and events. And as you see, there are XP drops in these modes as well. You know, innings played in ranked seasons. In the BR program, we have a bunch of XP drops as you progressively move forward, and then in events there are even XP drops. So now you get your gameplay XP, but it's doubled down with these goals. So when you tally these win totals, you will also get that XP count. So at this point, I would recommend doing one of these things, doing them one at a time, mainly allocate time towards rank BR or whatever you want to do and get this XP. I recommend doing Battle Royale or events because off the rip, you don't have a great team. It'd be very difficult to hop into ranked seasons and win because you're not just going to play ranked to play ranked, at least many people. You're going to try to make World Series and try to get those packs. So ideally, you don't want to just lose games. So I would recommend playing those other modes when you can that you don't need a really good team with, or just sticking to those offline modes. You could even, if you want to, if you're someone who likes Road to the Show, hop into Road to the Show, and in your archetype programs that you have, you can pull these up and you see there's a bunch of XP in these as well. So if you play Road to the Show and you're just working on progressing your player, you get a bunch of XP on your way up. So a win-win for you if you like that mode. Not the mode for me, but at the end of the day, it is up to you what you do. And that's the beauty of this point of the program. You could tackle whatever you want. And as of my knowledge right now, no one mode seems the best or the worst. There could be a benefit in playing online because you get the gameplay XP plus that extra XP as well. It might be enough gameplay XP to really warrant it. We're doing those offline modes. There's no real answer as of right now. If you do want some tips on how to complete these other programs like the Ranked Seasons program, BR programs, events, and all that, I'm going to be covering these on the channel this week. So make sure you're subbed to keep up with all the videos this week covering all of those programs so you can try to get this XP as soon as possible. Let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this program structure, W or L? It's a different shift from Team Affinity last year. I know not everyone is 100% okay with it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments and discuss it because I think I enjoy it, but we have to see how it plays over time. Maybe a good or bad move depending on how it plays over the next month. And I will be live every day right around either 1 p.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. Eastern on my channel, twitch.tv/Scann. So if you want to come hang out with me, ask me questions there, make sure you swing by and come chat with us. I'll be grinding a lot of this stuff on stream. But that'll be it for me today. I appreciate you all watching. I will see you all again on another video later today and later this week. And I'll see you then. Deuces.